We'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for being here with us today as we do the grand opening for our new Paws and Stripes College. This is an exciting time for us. I will tell you that this vision has had a lot of involvement, a lot of innovation, and I think it is going to be something that when you walk inside this building here in a few minutes, it's going to blow your mind. I think you're going to be very impressed. I want to start by welcoming Dr. Jim Ritchie of the Brevard Community College, or now Eastern Florida State College. I graduated from Brevard.
That's right.
He and his team are a huge part of this partnership as we go through. I know we have a lot of our partners here with us that help us do so much throughout this community with our animal care, our staff that's here, our team, and also the Titusville Chamber that's with us here today. Bob, I appreciate you guys being here and bringing that big giant pair of scissors you guys brought back there. So. Before we talk about what we're going to see inside, I want to just throw a little bit of recognition to Ski. Where you at, buddy? Ski handled all of the inmate work crews and getting what you're about to see inside done. He did an amazing job with it. We put him under pressure, gave him 2 weeks to finish it. It took him a year and a half, but actually he and his team did a fascinating job. And I'm very impressed with it. Also, Claire and our Paws and Stripes team, they're over there. They were a lot of the innovation of it and the ideas behind it. So please give them a round of applause. They've done a great job. So most of you that are here today know what Paws and Stripes is. You know that it has been a joint partnership between not only the corrections team at Brevard County, but our local partners with the Humane Society, SPCA, what historically was BASE, all of them together working to make sure that this program is successful. I often tell people that Paws and Stripes takes rescue dogs and partners them with inmates. And sometimes that's hard for people to understand what the success of the program is. But I'll give you a little background on the initial program. For one, it found forever homes for dogs that probably had no other chance. Dogs that were not going to be adopted by any other measure. Paws and Stripes came to their rescue. The inmates taught the dogs how to be social and how to be adoptable. The dogs taught the female inmates how to care about something, how to be responsible for something. Taught them a trade that they could take back out into society and go to work and become a productive member of our society. Between the two of them, they got each other through some tough times. Now, a lot of people often ask, do programs work in correctional facilities? Well, let me give you an example. In the Brevard County Jail, the recidivism rate for female inmates was 34%. The last time we looked at the recidivism rate of inmates that were on the Paws and Stripes program, it was 14%. So do programs work? Absolutely. They absolutely do. And this one's been working. And it would be easy enough to say it's working well. Why would we want to mess with it? But we're going to. And today we're going to launch a brand new program in partnership with Dr. Ritchie and Eastern Florida State College, in partnership with all of our local partners, our care centers, our rescues, everybody else. And it's now called Paws and Stripes College. And the reason we're calling it Paws and Stripes College is not only because of the partnership, but because it is the next level of training for dogs in our community. The facility you're about to see, I think, is going to stand out as one of its kind. We are not only going to now teach dogs and train dogs to be adoptable and social, but we're also going to train therapy dogs. We are going to train post-traumatic stress disorder dogs. We are going to train dogs to help with the interviews of children who have been victims of domestic violence. We have the only program in the country that was started right here in Brevard County. It was actually the innovation of Jesse Holton, who took that program, took his own dog, and if you've never seen his dog, it's the ugliest dog I've ever seen in my life. All right, he's outgrown his little vest. Doesn't fit him anymore because everybody feeds him all the time. But I'll tell you what, he took what was once a very troubling issue for us in being able to get a child to open up after they've been the victim of a crime. He took that little dog, Primus, and now we have success rates that's in the upper 80% in interviewing a child, just because of the dog. And that is another program that we're going to be working on. We're also going to train dogs to be bug dogs, insect dogs. We will sell those dogs. The money from that will go back into the program. Every other dog that we are training in this facility will be given to deserving families, to veterans, to families with epileptic, children with epileptic seizures. We will be training dogs to find computer equipment so that when agencies are working investigations involving child pornography and they go do the search warrants, they will be able to have a dog with them that's specifically going to find computer equipment. Amazing stuff that we're going to do inside here. We're also going to be working very closely with our veteran partners to make sure that those that have post-traumatic stress disorder will be able to have a dog that will help them through those tough times and be able to alert those to what's taking place and get them the help they need. So this is a new dynamic program. It is a program that is not just touching one dimension of the public, it is touching a number of dimensions of the public that are in need, and we are excited about it. The partnership with Eastern Florida State College takes it even to the next level, and that is that their Vet Tech program will now have a program that's right here for them to come to. They'll be able to get hands-on training, practical exercises with their Vet Tech program. Dr. Medaba, Dr. Ritchie have been very instrumental in starting this program, and all-inclusive. They'll be working hand-in-hand with our vet, Dr. Sarah Boyd, and we'll be making sure that the animals inside this building will be getting the best care possible. We'll also be training vet techs to go out into their new field and give the best care possible. I often tell people this new program is a win-win-win-win, and it absolutely is. This program, when it's fully operational, will house 40 dogs that we will take from the local care centers. It'll free up space in those local care centers, which is the first win. The second win is it'll be getting those dogs forever homes. The next one is it'll be giving those dogs and partnering them with people that truly can benefit from their training. The next win is that the vet techs will have hands-on training, and the next win is that the workforce for this program will be female inmates that continue with the Paws and Stripes concept and foundation, and we'll be teaching them a trade that they can take back out and now become productive citizens in our society. I don't know how this program could get any better, and it is truly one that if you can't tell yet, I don't need notes to talk about. I am extremely proud of this program. I'm extremely proud of everybody that put this program together, and I think you are going to be proud of what your team, what your sheriff's office, what your animal service team is doing to help our animals in our community. I'm going to ask Dr. Ritchie to come up and talk with us about his program and to personally thank him for being a partner with us on this. We partner with him on so much. How's everyone doing?
When the sheriff called me to talk about this program, I have to tell you, it took me exactly 1 second to say, we're in. We're absolutely in. I mean, you've just heard the whole program from A to Z. It's such a good thing for our community, and obviously we like to be a very community-oriented college, as we always have been. And then, but all the benefits that come to the community with the dogs and whatnot, obviously a win. But at the college, we're really focused on making sure that our students get real-world experience, hands-on real-world experience in every regard, with our police academies or everything else we do. And this is, again, perfect for what we're trying to do, so we're really happy to be part of it. And we're happy to extend our partnership on many levels with the Sheriff's Office, through our aviation program, through our police academies and everything else. So we work very, very closely together to do a lot of good things, I think, for the community. And we're thrilled to be part of it. So thank you for inviting us.
Sir, no, thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you. Before we go inside and actually tour the facility, I'm gonna ask George and Louise Bode to join me up here by the podium. As they're coming up, I'm gonna tell you about these two individuals. I got a phone call from them a couple years ago, and the phone call said, "Hey, we want to give you $10,000." And I said, "Where do you want me to buy you lunch at? I'll meet you right now." And they wouldn't even let me buy them lunch. What they wanted to do was they wanted to give money to help not only our pet posse, our canine team, but just across the board to know how they could help with us. So I'm very fortunate to tell you that they did that last year, and today they are presenting us with two checks, one for the Brevard County Canine Unit and one for the Public Safety Charity, totaling $10,000. And they are incredibly giving and caring people. They really didn't even want to be known that they were doing it. But I think when people are giving from their heart and when people are doing things that are so gracious to our community, it is inherent upon us to make sure that we are recognizing them and let them know how much we love them and how much we appreciate them. So I just want you guys to know that we are so grateful for that. So thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad we did that.
Thank you. 2, 3. Boom, there we go. All right. Somebody get a quick picture.